We know that to sustain healthy democracy, we have to always be looking at ways to strengthen it, and this bill seeks to do just that, so I'm pleased that the government has brought it forward. By lowering the age to vote to 16, we're expanding democratic participation and taking a vital step to strengthen and renew our democracy. Now, I've often been sceptical of those who say that young people are not interested in politics or they don't understand it enough to vote. And to members of this House who suggest that, I simply ask, how often do you visit schools in your constituency? I've encountered students far younger than 16 who have shown more than a basic understanding of our political system. I regularly visit schools in my constituency and see firsthand the political intelligence and impressive cross-examinations of the young people there. Last summer I was pleased to host my first activism academy, inviting 16 to 18-year-olds to do a 3-day learning programme to understand what MPs do, how Parliament works and ways in which they can get involved. And our young people are politically engaged and understand the weight of the right they are being granted. Whilst I welcome this, I'm disappointed that it's not really been coupled with a robust programme of civic education. Whilst many 16 to 18-year-olds have a firm understanding of politics, without comprehensive political education, those who want more information are forced to seek it elsewhere and will likely resort to social media, which is riddled with fake news. I ask the Minister, when they do respond, to outline what the government has planned in this regard. I also very much welcome the provisions in this bill that will introduce automatic voter registration, which is an important step to improve voter turnout. I would also like to see this bill actually go to the way in which Australia works, and that's a system of making sure that everybody who is eligible to vote has a legal obligation to do so. And finally, I would like to see the bill offer more power to the electorate to recall their members of Parliament. Yes, you heard that right. I suspect this isn't a suggestion that would make me popular with my colleagues, but I think we should all be more concerned about what our constituents think. At the moment, for an MP to be recalled, they must be convicted of a criminal offence that makes them eligible, and they must have exhausted the appeals process. This can take years, and during that time their constituents are not getting the representation they deserve. Unlike recall procedures in other countries, the Act doesn't allow constituents to initiate proceedings relying on criminal criteria being met, and even then a high threshold of petitioners is needed for a by-election to be triggered. Over the number of years, MPs have been investigated for criminal offences or gross misconduct. Members have failed to behave in a standard that is befitting of an MP. They've disgraced themselves, they've disgraced our profession in this House, and most importantly, they failed their constituents. And with trust in politicians being at an all-time low, we need to show that we are willing to put it right. This is the representation of the people bill. It should seek to strengthen and improve the representation of British people by giving the electorate greater power to hold their MPs to account. This bill is a great starting point for strengthening our democracy, and I hope the government will not shy away from going further.